Alright, had a great chest day yesterday, which is actually 2 days ago if you're watching this video now, because I upload every other day. Well, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, in case you haven't noticed. I did miss one last week. It happens. Anyway, today is going to be a back day. My legs are still roasted from my leg workout, I believe, on Sunday. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing any deadlifts or heavy rack pulls. I might just be focusing on isolation and getting the contraction of my lats as opposed to like the heavy compound movements, because I don't want to sacrifice weight or form for soreness in the legs. I'm going to do some foam rolling and stretch out and everything. But today's game plan is back day. So I'm going to take my pre-workout, head into the gym, and I'll see you in there. Alright, hope you enjoyed that little edit. Although I like producing informative videos, I also enjoy putting in clips that are visually appealing and filming it in a way where you sort of have to think about the composition of the clips and everything, and then making a nice edit out of it. So not only does it give you an idea of what I did for the full workout, but looks awesome too. So I just threw that in there. But today was back in biceps, as I said before, and I started off on these seated cables, and I did pretty much an isolation where I didn't just use the regular close grip. I put 2 handle attachments on it so that I was actually activating both sides of my back equally, minimizing the risk of just having one side of my back take over. Now, I did these both with both hands at the same time, and then on another set I did single arm, where I did the left side first for 10 reps, and then I did the right side for 10 reps, which you'll see in a later clip. So I switched back and forth. I did a back exercise, and then I did a bicep exercise, and then I did a couple of back exercises in a row, then another bicep exercise, a back exercise, and more biceps. So I was kind of flip-flopping, going back and forth, just moving the blood around and making sure I got enough exercises in for back and biceps, but not doing all back at once and then biceps. I switched it up. So as you can see, I did this preacher curl machine just to warm up the biceps, and I did both hands at once, fairly lightweight. I think it was like 80 pounds, and I did about 12 to 15 reps with both hands, and then I did this variation where I came up with 2 hands, and then I focused on the eccentric or the negative movement with 1 hand to keep the tension on the biceps. Now, this is what I was talking about when I said I did isolation. So you can see I put my hand all the way down on my lower lat. I'm trying to make sure that I can get that full contraction and make use of every inch of my muscle when I'm doing these. So I keep my hand there pretty much the whole set just to make sure I can feel that contraction. And I did the left side and then obviously switched to the right side. I don't normally do a lot of this isolateral stuff for back. I do it a lot for chest, but I need to start focusing more on back because honestly I really love this workout and I got a great pump and great contraction on this. So I think I did 4 sets of this with both hands at the same time, and then I did 1 set of this where I alternated, and I did all of one side and then it moved on to the next. I think in the future I might just do the unilateral for all of my sets, and you can see I've got quite a nice pump there, just doing a little bit of flexing. But today, like I said, I did both arms at once, and then I moved on to the single arm. From there, I went to lat pull-downs, and you can see I'm activating my scapula here, making sure I'm getting the proper scapular retraction so that I'm actually putting all of the focus on my lats. My thumb is over the bar so that I'm not using my forearm or my bicep really to pull down, and I'm really just focusing all of that tension on the lats. Now, I went fairly light on this. I mean, I went up to 160. That set, I think, was 120. But keeping the reps fairly high, forcing blood into the muscle, time under tension, all the tricks in the book just to make sure I force the blood into the muscle so that I can get it to grow. Because ultimately, I am still trying to grow my muscles. Then, as I said, I went from a back exercise to a bicep exercise. One of my favorites, just standing, alternating dumbbell curls. Nothing special here. Keeping my scapula retracted, chest up, and going through the full range of motion. You see I'm not stopping at 90 degrees. I'm going all the way down so I get the stretch on the bicep and all the way up to get the full contraction. And I'm flexing the bicep at the top so that I make sure I get the most out of the exercise. Not going too heavy, again, focusing on the form and the contraction. From that, I moved on to these straight arm pullovers. Now, you saw me do this on chest day laying down, and that range of motion I was doing, I was targeting my chest. But because I am focusing the tension now on my lats, I'm only moving by contracting my lats. That's where the tension is going, and that's where I'm focusing on. So I put the camera on my back so that you can see what exactly I'm working. And although it's not a compound movement, it's not a huge mass builder, this will help you gain some size. Get a great pump, nice contraction. Last set of biceps. I did a couple of straight arm curls, and then I switched to the hammer curls to tie the brachialis in a little bit more. And what that's going to do is increase the thickness of the bicep, because the muscle goes from your forearm underneath the bicep and it pushes up on the heads of the bicep, and it gives it a little bit more of a fuller look. As you can see, I'm doing the neutral grip or the hammer curl. Again, nothing crazy with weight. Making sure I'm not sacrificing my form, getting all my reps in, getting that nice contraction, getting that flex to the top. And that was it. So, hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.